وذكر فإن الذكرى تنفع المؤمنين.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all. I'm Abdullah Oduro and welcome back. Where does one perform Hajj? I know many of the other pillars, there was no real particular place as to where. There were preferable places, but in Hajj, there is a preferable place. Rather, this is the only place that one can perform Hajj, and that is primarily in Mecca. As we mentioned before, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Exalted, said, upon mankind for Allah is to make the pilgrimage to the house of Allah. The Kaaba is in a valley in Mecca, and that is where we primarily go to visit. Now, there are 4 particular places where the pilgrim will stay and will visit and perform certain practices in this season of Hajj, or within these blessed days. They are Mecca, Muzdalifah, Mina, and Arafah. You will primarily start in Mecca, move on to Mina, and go to Arafah, then to Muzdalifah, and then back to Mecca and then Mina, and then stay at Mina at the very end. So those are the 4 primary places that one will be. Now, as a side point, which is an important point, and we'll go more in depth on in the curriculum, inshallah, is that there are certain points or boundaries or checkpoints, if you will, that you will have to cross before entering Mecca. As we know, Mecca is called the Haram. You will hear, whether you're mentors or people in the mosque, you'll hear Masjid al-Haram. And the word haram, as you've probably heard before, means that which is prohibited or impermissible. And they call this the Haram because there are certain impermissible practices when you are in Mecca. Particularly when you are around the Kaaba, it is impermissible to hunt or to fight or to do any acts of killing or violence, whether even if it is hunting for a sacrificial animal. Now, when you get past these points are called the mawaqit, which is plural for miqat. And miqat is a designated place or even time. When you pass these points, you as a man or a woman have to enter in a state of ihram. And that comes from, again, you hear this word, the HRM, or the harama, again, which comes from the morphologic root of harama, which means to be impermissible or to be that which is not allowed. In this case, when you pass over these points, or when you get to these points from the northern, southern, eastern, or western portion of the world, before entering Mecca, you have to get into this state of ihram. And primarily that is the state of intending to make Hajj, or intending to make what is called the Umrah, which is a lesser Hajj, and having certain things impermissible for you. From that is plucking your hair, cutting your nails, wearing certain fragrances, not getting married or performing marriages, not having any intercourse. This is the state of ihram, along with other things that are impermissible. So when you pass over these mawaqit, you are in a state of ihram. This ihram will last for a certain amount of days when performing the Hajj, and that goes more in depth in the curriculum. So when looking all in all in the where Hajj is performed, as was mentioned, it's primarily in these 4 places if it is Hajj, and if it is Umrah, it is only performed in Mecca. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make you of those that perform this beautiful pilgrimage upon knowledge, and make you of those that upon this knowledge increase you in your faith and principles, fulfilling that purpose of life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.